We shall start right at the front of the mat. And you can start with the balls of the feet together. Have the heels apart and just having the feet parallel. Now draw the shoulder blades down, interlace the fingers and slide them down the back. Take an inhale, lift the eyes, lift the chin, and then exhale and tuck the chin in. So you're lengthening through the back of the neck as the shoulder blades slide down. And you breathe in and out through the nose. And as you feel the hands slide down, you draw the breath in strongly so you're lengthening through the back of the neck. Now, at the same time, the core is pulling in and up, so you're creating the ribs knitting in, and you're pulling up from the rib cage. This keeps a squeeze in from the front, like you're tightening in here, a belt, just like a big weight training belt. And that helps to increase the stretch of your back. And one more breath. Okay, now we're going to breathe in and take the arms up. Let's begin sun salutations. Gazing up at the palms, exhale, fold forward, forward bend. Now breathing in, come halfway up, just touch. Exhale, fold forward. Planting the hands, step the legs back, coming into the left side plank. Open through the chest, drawing the shoulder back. And then come down, rotate to the other side, big in-breath, opening the chest, breath. And then you can take that arm down, come into the plank with the heels reaching back and the inner thighs moving towards the ceiling. Now keep the core really strong as you pull the rib cage in. And try to have the bum at the same height as the shoulders. I don't know if you have anywhere you can see your hips, but if you do, get the bum right at the same height as the shoulders. Now just to test the plank, come forward and back on the tips of the toes, and then press the heels way, way, way back. So you're going to stretch into the calves. Now keep the rib cage pulling in, the shoulder blades sliding down, and the inner thighs continue to move up towards the ceiling. You keep the breathing steady, try to be natural. Just keep on breathing in and out. The thighs are strong, and keep the heels reaching back. Now step the feet together, and then tip over to the outside of the right foot. The feet are stacked, and you're lifting the underside of the right waist. And then come on back to the center. Rotate to your left. Keep the lift of the inside, the left rib cage, underside waist. Once more to the right, coming over. Keep the rib cage lifted, heels reach back. And then once more to the left. In breath. And then you can come back to your center. Now bend the knees. And then take the knees wide. Press the toes together. Take the palms forward and then exhale. Release the forehead to the floor in child's pose. Then do a little shift from side to side to help warm up in through the low back. I've got the head just off the floor. Doing a little shift. Great. And then you can reach the arms forward. Now you're going to reach forward through the palms and you press the elbows down. Now, as you gaze up, you're pressing the backs of the arms into the floor, and you're really pulling the, well, you're probably back as far as you can, but if you get a little bit more, pull the bum back. And take one more breath. The back expands, and then you exhale, and you come right back up into all fours. Now bring the knees into usual tabletop position. And then push forward with the chest and the pubic bone. And then take the hands right beside the body so the elbows are into the torso. Press the tops of the feet down as you gaze up. Lift from your ribs. Now keep pressing the feet down strongly. As you rise and lift the eyes. And 2 more breaths in your Sphinx pose. And keep again the elbows pressing down. And 1 more breath. Again, the eyes are really lifted. Good. And then exhale the bum back. Take the hands under the shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, arc the back. Lift up into downward dog. Now lift the left leg straight up in the air. Come up on the foot, the right toes, and lengthen through the spine. Keep the heel reaching out, and then come out and down. And now take the right leg up. Reach up through that heel, extend, reach, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. strong, long leg, and then you can come down with that leg. Okay, now bend the knees and tip the bum up towards the ceiling and pull up from the core so you lengthen through your spine. And then you can bend the knees, come on down. Now take the left arm across and release the forehead to the forearm. Draw the left shoulder blade back, stay with your breathing. One more breath. Get that palm way out there to stretch under the shoulder blade. And then breathing in, come on back up. Take that right arm across, plant it, and then release, drop the forehead down to the forearm. Keep the palm reaching out there so you get lengthened through the underside of the waist. Draw back from your core, breathing is steady. Excellent. And then come on right back. Take the hand under the shoulder. Take an inhale, arc the back, lift the eyes, and then exhale, rise into downward dog. Step the feet forward to the hands and come on halfway up, nice flat, reach out from the back. Exhale, fold forward, bend. And then breathing in, draw the palms together. And then you can exhale the hands to center. And now inhale and gaze up, open through the chest. Exhale, fold forward, forward bend. Breathe in, come halfway up, chest touch. Exhale, fold forward, planting the hands, step the legs back, moving into side plank. Take that left arm further back, so you're going to open through the chest and the shoulders, coming back. One more extra breath as you draw the shoulder back. And then breathe in, come down. Rotate to the other side. In breath, opening the chest, drawing the shoulder blade back. Wonderful reach. Shoulder blade down. Breathing is steady. And then you can take that arm down. Come on back into the heels, reaching out to come right into your plank. Okay, good. So you got the shoulder blade sliding down. You send the heels back. Now dunk the right knee down and then straighten. And left knee and straighten. And right and straighten. Left. Good, keep that going. Keep the heel really reaching back. Keep the core pulled up. Get the heels reaching. And forward. And breath. And one more. And now we're going to take the legs wide. And then step the legs together. Come wide. Keep the inner thighs turning towards the ceiling. And back together. And two more coming. Reach that heel out. Come together. Last one. And then just when you thought you were done, now we take the left leg out, just touch, and then come on back to the center. Out to the right, back to the center. Out to the left. We're going to go for a while, for another minute. You keep that heel reaching out. I know you can keep the core pulled in as you get that leg coming out. Breathing. Get the core pulling up. Get that wonderful reach. Keep the legs straight as the heel reaches out. As you touch, as you come back. Keep the heel reaching. Breath. Breath. Core is in. Good, we've got 8 and 7. Core pulled in. Rib cage lifted. Breath. And 4 and 3. Keep the rib cage in. And last one, stay. Now bend the knees, push the pubic bone forward, take the arms back, interlace the fingers, and then take an inhale, lift the eyes, gazing up as you send the hands down towards the feet. Stay breathing steadily. Shoulders down. Keep pulling up from the ribcage. This is a very active pose, snake pose. So you're not just kind of like lifting, but you're actually moving the hands back. And then you take the hands beside the chest, the elbows are back. You press the palms into the floor and lift. Take your feet up off the floor and keep the elbows pressing into the torso. It feels like you're pulling your palms back, but they stay put. And you're gazing ahead. You reach the legs out. Pubic bone presses down and you're rising the eyes up a little, not a lift of the chin. And you keep pressing the palms into the floor as the elbows come back. You're breathing constantly. Opening the chest. Again, keep the palms pressing. And then you let the feet down. Exhale, child's pose back. Release the forehead to the floor for 3 breaths as you lengthen your spine. Get the palms really reaching out there. Keep a constant breath. Excellent. Steady breath. Great. And then you can come on right back up. Now, taking the hands right underneath the shoulders, tap the toes under. Take an inhale, arc the back, lift the eyes. Exhale, rise into downward dog. Now, the left leg comes straight up in the air. You're reaching up through that left heel. Bend the left heel in and then circle out through the knee. And you want to pull up strongly through the core. Get a wonderful big circle up. And then you can extend the leg up, lift, 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 straight. And then come down. Here we go, right leg. Coming up with the right leg, come up on the left foot. Extend the leg back. Bend the heel in. Circle that knee high. Lifting. Pulling in from the core. Breath is steady. And then you can extend that heel out and then come down. Fabulous. You're pulling the bum bones up. You lengthen from the spine. Good. Now gazing up, come up onto the tiptoes. Step the feet forward to the hands. Come on, halfway up. There's your lift. Then exhale, fold forward, bend. Now breathing in, draw the palms together. Gazing up at the thumbs. And then you can exhale the arms to center. And again, inhale, gazing up. Exhale, fold. Breathing, come halfway up, just touch. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step the legs back into your side plank. Bend the underside knee for this version. You're going to take the arm back, way, way back. Way back. Push into the floor. And then windmill that arm overhead. Lengthen from the waist, get a wonderful reach. Then you can windmill that arm around. Rotate to the other side, opening the chest. Draw the shoulder blade back as you lift. And then you can breathe in. Extend the arm out. Lengthen from the side waist. Breathing. And then windmill that arm all the way around. Now we come down onto the elbows for this version of plank. You're going to reach the heels back. Keep the core pulled up. Look ahead slightly to direct a longer spine. Keep the heels reaching back. And now press them back through the heels, stretching in through the calves. Then come to usual plank, sitting on the tops of the feet. Touch the left leg out and come back. And right leg out and back. Keep the rib cage in. Left leg out and back. Core strong. Right leg out and back. Left leg out and back and right and back. Left and back. Right and back. Keep the rib cage in. Good. Keep going. Keep that right heel out and back. Touch and back. We're going to keep this going for the longest possible plank. Keep the heel reaching out. Got about 6 more minutes. I'm just kidding. Take the heel out. Keep the rib cage lifted. Keep the shoulder blades down. Draw the core up. We're going to do 4 in breath, 3, core strong, breath, and center. Push the pubic bone forward down. Press the tops of the feet down to arrive into your plank, into your sphinx rather. You're going to press the tops of the feet down. Breathe in and out through the nose. Take the arms out another 6 inches. Press into the palms, keep the elbows snug. Gazing up. Press the tops of the feet down. Let your chin lift, the eyes lift, shoulders back. Stay with your breath. And then you can gently lower. Okay, now we take the arms out further. Press the arms, elbows down, so there's a slight bend. Now lift the legs, take the legs wide, pulse out, and press into the elbows as you have the legs coming out wide to pulse. Keep the legs as straight as you can. We're working into the low back, developing strength there. Now it's not a flutter, so we're not going like this, fast, 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 but we're going out and in, very robotic. So we've got a out and in. A little definition of each placement and then back in. So that helps to keep the isolation right through the buttock. Keep pressing down into the elbows as you lift the rib cage. The legs coming out. Stay long. Keep the legs reaching. Stay with your breathing. We've got 8 and 7. Keep again pulling up from the rib cage as you gaze ahead. And 4 and 3, did an extra there. 2, last 1. Now we bend the elbows in under the shoulders. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, child's pose back for 3 breaths. Releasing the forehead to the floor. Palming the mat out there as you pull in through the core and you're breathing to sleep. Good, keep the palms reaching. And then you can come on right back up. Take the hands under the shoulders, touch the toes under, take an inhale, lift. Now exhale, rise and lift into downward dog. Now take the left leg straight up. Now here's a fun one. I have to get out of the way of the door so I don't end up in the backyard. You're going to take the left leg up, you tip it over, and you take you over to that side. And then take the arm up, open through the chest, press the hip up, feel the rise of the rib cage as you come up. Then you can take that leg around, lift the leg up, coming back down. We come to the other side, take the right leg up, tip it over, lift, open through the chest as you draw the arm back, opening from the rib cage, pressing the foot into the floor, and then take that arm back, leg back, coming down as you reach the bum bones back for 1 more length in the downward dog. And then gazing up, come up onto the tiptoes, step the feet forward to the hands, come on halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, breathe. Pressing the palms together and center. Excellent. Right into the next salutation, breathing in. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in to come halfway up, just touch. Exhale, fold forward. Planting the hands, step the legs back. Turn to the left, come into your side plank. Take the arm a little further back to open through the rib cage. Pull the underside waist up. And then take the arm in line with the ear, get a fantastic reach, and then you can windmill that arm around. Good, let's rotate, open through the chest again. Let that shoulder come way back. Beautiful breath. And then windmill the arm over. Lengthen from your waist. Fantastic. And then breathe in, lift. Come all the way back. Now you can reach the heels out. Lengthen through the backs of the legs. Stay in your plank. Step the left leg out as wide as you can. Come back together. Right leg out and back together. So you've got that defined pause. Come out, touch. Come on back in. Keep the ribs knitted up. Bring that right leg out and back. Left leg and back. Right leg, beautiful breath. And back. Left leg and back. Right and back. Here we go. Left and last one, right. Good. Stay in your plank now. Stay with the breathing. Now lift the right leg up and then down. Left leg reaches. Try not to move the bum. And back down. Right leg reaches. And down. Left leg. And down. Last one. Right leg. And last one on left. Left leg. Bend at the knees. Push the pubic bone forward. Lower to the floor. Press into the hands. The elbows come back for your sphinx. It's a low sphinx with the hands. And then you take the arms alongside the body. Move the hands back towards the feet. Let your shoulders press forward. And then interlace. Take an inhale, rise from the rib cage. And let your shoulders slide down. Breathing, press the tops of the feet down. Good. And breathing. And then you can gently release. One more time. Draw the hands down towards the feet. Press the tops of the feet down. Keep on pulling in from the rib cage as the hands actively reach down. Lift the eyes to open in through the throat. Okay, good. Now take the hands in front. Press into the bent elbows. Lift the upper body. You're sending the chin forward up. And then you take the legs out. Now this might be a little bit too much in the pubic bone, so if it is, please, maybe if you've got that towel or if you've got a blanket close by, you can just press that under so that you're not getting too nasty of a press of bone down. So if you can do that, pardon me, then you lift, bring the legs out and come together. And out and together. Keep the legs long and straight so the thighs are off the floor, they're not down. So they're out and they're wide and together. Breathing and together. Reaching, breath, reaching. Oh, good. Two more. Out and out. Good. Now you're going to take the heels in. Turn the hands back. Move them towards the heels. Flex the feet. Now we're not going to pull up into a rocking horse. I want you to do the opposite. I want you to grab the toes, pull the toes in, and you come down to the floor. You're on your mat. I got ahead of myself here. You want to get onto your mat, and you want to have your chin lifted slightly, and you're looking ahead. You don't lift the chin too high because they're looking straight ahead towards the baseboard. The elbows are pressing back, and if you can, pull your feet in more to bend the elbows higher, to open the shoulders. Then you're going to lift a little the upper body. So you send the elbows back and you send your knees out up off the floor as you open in through the low back. If you're here, no problem. That is a good activation of the nerves of the spine. And keep the knees moving away from you in the position that you're in and stay with your breath. And then you can gently release and come down. Let your feet down. Place your hands beside your body. Take an inhale. Taking an inhale and then exhale. And pardon me. And slowly child's pose the bum back. Release the weight of the forehead to the floor. Stay with your breathing. And keep the tailbone drive back. Good, 2 more breaths. Wonderful. And then you can draw all the way back up. Good. Tucking the toes under. Take an inhale. Lift the eyes. Arc the back. Lift from the rib cage. Let's return to the back bend where we flip. So you're going to take the left leg up. So it's a form of back bend to come into wheel. Coming over to that right side. Take the leg across. Lift and extend out through the arm. Lifting the rib cage. And then you can take that leg around. Lift the leg. Coming down, come on into the other side, get squared. Take that right leg up, reaching through the heel, bend across, open through the chest, lift from the rib cage, shoulders back, and then you can take that leg up, come up, roll back to your center. Let the bum bones tip high as you lengthen through the spine and pulling from your core. Excellent. Just let the head fall. One more breath in downward dog. Let the heels reach down. Excellent. Now we're going to bend down onto the knees and then take the arms way forward. Take the knees wide and then bring the big toes together. Exhale and child's pose back. Keep the chin lifted. So you're going to stretch a bit more through the upper back. Within you look, the chest is close or in contact with the floor. And wherever you are, come into your breath. Good. And the core as the exhale is pulling in. Good. One more breath. Okay, fabulous. Now you can take the hands right underneath the shoulders. Draw the knees together. Now coming into a cat round, you want to start with an inhale, lift the arc the back, lift the eyes, and then exhale and ground your spine. Looking back. Breathe in, gaze up, lift. Lifting the chin, the eyes. And exhale, ground. And again, breathing in, gaze up, lift. And exhale, ground. Breathe in, gazing up. And exhale, ground. Last one, breathing in, gaze up. And exhale, ground. Great. Now we tuck the toes under. Extend the legs up, lifting into your downward dog. Take the hands wider, almost all the way out to the outside edge, just a little closer. Now step the right foot forward in between the hands, and then turn and square over that right foot and pull up strongly into the right front pocket area as you reach the chest over the inside of that right leg. Lengthen, pulling up from the hip as you extend forward. And then you're going to bend that front knee block, both hands forward a foot. Take that left leg up. Take the left hand out another 6 inches. And then turn to your left and draw the left arm up. To gaze the other to the side. For me, I cannot do that for my phone. So I gaze down. And you want to keep that left leg reaching out. Open through the torso. Turning to that side. Keep that top left leg reaching. Keep that length right out from the side waist. And then come down. And then you're coming right to the other side. Let's take that left hand to meet the distance of the right. Take the right leg up. I'm using my right hand because I think I might need it. Now it's coming up. So you keep finding how is the pose today? What ability is there? The breathing is the key. That happens first. And you just kind of keep seeing how much you can reach out with that heel. So you keep on opening. And breathing steady. Breath. Good. And then you're going to take that leg down. And now we're going to bend the knees and just come into a squat position. The arms are coming forward to stretch into the low back. We take a tuck of the chin. The knees are just hip width apart, ankles hip width apart. And you're gazing down in between the feet. Now the spine is rounded, so you get deep into your low back. On your exhale, you can really pull the core in. Okay, so you get really great stretch for the Achilles as well. And you know, I was visiting my mom and she said that she'd been in bed quite a bit. And she said the backs of my heels really hurt, even just lying on the mattress, they're touching the mattress and they hurt. So as you know, the Achilles insertion on the back of the heels are very thick. And you want to keep that area lengthened. And that helps with the circulation in through the Achilles heel. And to keep the fascia there more active and you get less tension in your calves, shins, ankles. Okay, now from here, we take the hands forward again, and then you walk the hands back into your forward fold. The feet are hip width apart. Take the chest in contact with the thighs and pull the bum bones up to the ceiling. Keep the inner thighs moving back as you press down through all four corners of the feet. And you keep on breathing steadily. You can hug and bend the knees a little more if you need to get contact, because you do want to see if you can get your ribs in contact with the thighs or grip too close. And breath. Good. 2 more breaths. Notice if you can shift forward towards the fronts of the feet a little more. Once again, to get that length in through the backs of the legs. Fabulous. And now, we're going to take the hands just in front of the feet. Gaze up. You've got a flat back as you lift the eyes. Great. Now we're going to take the left leg up again. Reach up through the left heel. Take both hands and even with the right foot. And then hold on to the right leg and extend that left leg up. Get a wonderful reach. Keep that left leg as straight as you can. And then come down. Excellent. And now, taking the right leg up. Reach up, extend. Strong through the leg. Breath. Reaching up as high as you can. Pull up through the standing leg as the heel reaches. And then come down. Okay, that's great. Once again, squat and let your hands come in front. Let your chin drop. And breathe in and out slowly through the nostrils. Opening in through the upper back. Excellent. Now you can take the hands down. We're going to come into the forward bend again. And this time straighten the legs and take the hands to the elbows. Let yourself hang Raggedy Ann-like, lengthening through the back as you keep the bum bones pulling up. And do keep the inner thighs moving back. Excellent. You can release the hands and slowly come all the way back up. Lovely. Now we're going to take the left leg out to the side, turn the feet parallel, and you'll have your legs a leg length and a half apart. The elbows are back, and you lift from the rib cage. Take an inhale, rise, and then exhale and hold. Keep the hands on the waist and fold forward. Let the top of the head reach towards the floor and pull the thighs up, pulling up through the inner thighs and pressing down through the four corners of your feet. Now, if you need to be a little wider, because I'm finding I do, you might want to inch 1 foot out, another 4 to 6 inches, and pull up through the thighs again. The key is on the exhale, pull the core in and tip the bum high. And breath. Breath. Beautiful. Now you can breathe in, lift, come all the way back up, pressing into the feet. And then you can take the arms out to the side. Exhale the hands behind. Take an inhale, lift the eyes open. Now exhale, fold forward. And send the wrist over towards the head side of the body. You want to reach out with the wrists as you pull up from the core. And keep the legs active as you get your reach. Stay with your breath. Stay with your breath. So good to do any wiggling, turning of the head. And you're pressing the wrists from side to side. Great. Take 2 more breaths. Activate the arms out and over. Let them follow, so no need to hammer them down. The way they fall, direct you. And on your next in-breath, breathe in, lift, come all the way back up. Now we'll turn towards the front right foot, and then bring the left heel back, so you have your legs a leg length and a half apart. Direct that front right knee forward. Come on down onto the inside of that right foot. Turn to your left and draw the left waist back. Gaze to the ceiling as the chin is in and the front right knee is bent. Stay with your breath. Again, chin is in. Take the left hand on the inside, breathe in, lift, come all the way back. The back foot is anchored, and you keep the chin in slightly as you gaze the ceiling. Draw the shoulder back, activate the back foot to anchor down and to pull your waist back. Keep that wonderful opening through the torso. Excellent. Now you can come down. We're going to turn back towards the front. Now we'll come down onto the back knee. And then lifting, come all the way back up, half knee, half kneel. Lift from the rib cage. Open from the chest. Now arcing back. Feel the fattening up off of the tailbone as the arms reach up. Keep the length in the rib cage. Stretching and breathing. Opening the chest. Now we turn to the left. Take that left arm across. Draw your right shoulder blade down to come across. And feel the lift from the rib cage. Keep the chest lifting. Breath. And then you can come all the way down. We'll take both hands on the inside and then take that front right leg back. Take the left leg forward to the outside. Tuck the toes under the lift from the rib cage. Point the toes now. Lift, pulling up. Tuck your tailbone under. Lengthen. Pull up from the rib cage as the shoulders slide down. Keep the tailbone tucked. Breath. Lengthening. Keep pulling up from the core. Pressing the tailbone under. Breath. Breath. And then you can take that right hand across, opening, draw the left shoulder back, turning to your left. Keep this front left knee directed forward. Try not to let it swing out. So you're pressing on the inside of this left foot, the arch, as you lift. Whoops, spring loaded. Lifting from your rib cage and opening. And then you come down. You take the hands on the inside and you're going to sit back on your left heel. I'm going to turn to show you this position. You're taking the heel just right underneath the body, so it's right underneath the bum bone. Now, if that's too much, you can have the heel to the outside, so it's here. The main thing is to square the hips to the front. I'm going to stay in this position. I kind of like it. So you can either be, again, up on the heel, or you can be dropped. My knee's okay this way, so you're listening. And then take your inhale, rise. Now exhale and extend out over that leg. Pull back from the toes as you reach the heel forward. Lengthening and pull the toes back as the heel extends. Stay with your breathing. And now you can come in all the way back up. Very great. Now take the right hand behind. Prop yourself up. Take the left hand across and lift and gaze over that left shoulder. Keep the rise of the rib cage. Keep the ribs drawing in. And now you can gaze back to the front. Wonderful. Now we'll uncross that leg. And then you take the heel to the inside. Or if you can take the heel on top, you could also take the heel into a half lotus position. And it's okay if the knee is off the floor, because you're still going to get that opening through the hip. Pull the toes back, reach out through the heel, and extend over the leg. Keep the head reaching towards the foot. The chin is dropped slightly. So you get that length into your low back as you extend forward. Pulling back from the toes as the heel reaches out. Breath. Beautiful. And then you can breathe in, come on back up, and now just uncross the foot. Come squared onto the hips evenly, so try not to be uneven so you can feel both sides of the bone down. Take the heel back, either under or onto the outside. Get squared again, so this Left hip is not too far forward or squared. And then you rise from the rib cage, gazing up, lengthen from the spine. Exhale, extend, pull the toes back as you get the heel reaching out. Get that long low back as you reach forward. Keep on pulling in from the core. Keep the breathing constant. Breath. Again, get that heel reaching out as you pull back. Good breath. And then breathe in and lift. Excellent. Take the left hand behind, take the right hand across. Prop yourself up to turn and to look back. Get a wonderful rise. Keeping the lift. Breathing in, come back. Fabulous. Now we take that heel in, and you're either taking the heel to the top of the thigh in the half lotus position, or you can take the foot to the inside of the thigh, pressing the foot into the thigh to get that knee to rotate out. Rise and lift and extend over the leg. I am wrapping the hand around. This is where you can also hold on to the arm by getting the elbow down, across, and then you're grabbing on. The reach is forward right from the ribs. Keep the toes actively pulling back in whichever position fits, and get extending over the leg as you pull up through that inner thigh. Baby toe side comes back as you reach. Getting out from the waist. Extending forward for 2 more breaths. And then you can breathe in, draw all the way back up. You're lifted from the rib cage, and now you just take that foot down. Taking this foot in, we're going to come into a nice tall back, and you can take the hands behind, turn the fingers in. In your lift, you're going to push towards the fronts of the bum bones, and you lift from the rib cage. You gaze up. Now the palms press down straight. You lift from the ribs, gaze up, open the chest. Now extend the arms up, lengthen from the waist, and take the hands right down, pressing together. Breathe in, rise, lift. Make sure you're right at the front of the bone. So try not to be like spaghetti back. Try to really draw up, and then extend the hands behind. Turn the fingers in, bend the knees, take the feet hip width apart in front. Take an inhale so you don't have them too close. You're going to be out there so that you can scoop the tailbone far. And you lift from the rib cage, gaze to the ceiling as you press into the palms and the shoulders spin forward. Now, if you can keep the knees pressing out, you'll keep pressing on the insides of the feet. The breathing is steady, and you let your head draw back. Send the chest to the ceiling, send the tailbone out. And stay with your breathing. Keep the head falling back, if that's okay, through the neck. It ought to feel good. The throat will be very open in this position. And you keep the tailbone reaching out. Stay with your breath as the shoulders spin in. Keep pressing on the insides of the feet. And then you can gently come all the way down. Very nice. Now we'll take your left leg straight out, and then take the right leg up high, coming across. Pulling in, lift from the rib cage, and pull up through the torso so you get a good stretch in through the hip. Now we're going to roll this exactly down onto the floor. So come down and let that left foot just dangle, and then grab in front. So we're doing like a squeezed lion cobra, and you're holding onto the front of that foot to pull in. This will be more gentle, and you'll come into your low back a little more. Nothing wrong with gentle. We can do that. And just feel the pressure pressing into the gut, into the belly with the legs, if they're getting in there. And now you take the left heel down. Take the right leg straight up in the air. Reach the heel down towards you as you reach out through the heel. Draw the toes back. Keep your left foot pressed down into the floor in order to draw your tailbone down. And you keep that heel reaching out. Keep that left foot pressing. If you're here, excellent, excellent. You're going with the range. You're going with the breath. I find if I go as far as I can with the breathing, then I forget and I let my leg go as far as I can. So if you can keep the breathing constant, that keeps helping the body to move into the fullest dynamic of pose. Great. And then you can take that right ankle across and keep the foot flexed, grab behind the left knee, and then lift the upper body, tuck, round the spine as you pull the leg in. Then you can gently lower, come all the way down. Take the arms to the outside, press that right knee away. You're opening through the chest. Good. Now, take the left leg up in the air. Grab behind the left leg somewhere, or of course you can go in between the knee and pull in this way as well. Stay with a strong breath as you pull the leg in. The gaze to the big toe. Pulling the leg over as the knee rotates out. Stay with your breathing. Again, the heel reaches out. And then you can let that heel come down. Great. Now do a sway and tip to your left. Keep that right knee pressing away, and then gaze to your right. Both palms are pressing back. Now, I just need to tell you a funny story. This is something that happened, I think it was about 5 years ago. My sister Gay was visiting the studio, and she was on this side of the room. And I said to everybody, gaze to your right. And of course, everyone went, Gay is to our right. So that was always, now to this day, I can't say gaze to your right without thinking of my sister Gay. And just keep that right shoulder back and breathe fully in and out through the nose. Nice steady breath. And then you can breathe and draw all the way back up. Great. Settle for a minute. Just let your whole low back go. Go into your breathing. And now you can uncross that leg. Excellent. Bring the left leg straight up in the air. Now, reaching the heel towards you. Keep the right foot pressing down onto the floor. Stay with that breath. Continuing to pull the leg in as I hydrate on this very muggy day. And keep that heel reaching up. Keep the right foot pressing down into the floor. Reaching out through the heel. Excellent. Now you're going to take that left foot to the top of the right thigh. So not in the number 4 stretch, but up high as you can, that the ankle is good. And then I'll just show you from here, you're pulling up towards the crease of the other leg if that works. And then you lift the upper body, pull the leg in towards you, and let the upper body down. Keep your breathing in and out through the nose, and let the elbows bend. Pull the leg in strongly. Stay with your breath. Excellent. Breath. Beautiful. Now you can take this right leg up in the air, grab on either behind the leg or towards the foot, and pull the leg in. The bum comes off the floor as the heel reaches up. Breath. Lengthening. Breath. Good. Keep that reach of the heel out. And then you can bend that leg down. Just bring the knee now into that number 4 stretch and then tip all the way over to the right. You can take your arms out to the side so you get a wonderful rotation of that left knee out. Stay with your breathing. The left shoulder blade is back. You turn the palms up to the ceiling. You've got a nice long side there as the knee rotates out. So nod across, out, and the arms are turning back. You'll feel that outside left ankle press strongly into the thigh as you come back. Stay with your breathing. Great. One more breath. Excellent. Bending all the way back up. Keep that left ankle just above the right knee. And then lift the upper body, come in between the legs to come into the number 4 stretch and then pull the legs in. Let your upper body back. Keep that left knee rotating out as you pull in and stay with your breathing. Excellent. Breath. Good. A little further if you can. A little further if you can. And then you can gently release that leg down. Good, we're going to repeat the number 4 stretch with the hips nice and warm. Take that right ankle across, flex the foot, send the knee away, and then grabbing in front or behind that left knee. Pull the right leg in strongly. Let the elbows bend. Breathing in and out. Good, take a full minute to strongly breathe and pull the leg in. Excellent. A little more if you can. Great. And then you can gently release that right leg down. Take a moment to settle. Let your arms rest so you can feel all the opening in that right hip. This can also cause changes in digestion. It can really increase digestion when you're folding into the bottom of the GI tract that way, especially on your right side where you hit the ascending colon. And this super helps pressure in that area and to massage and open up the channels of digestion, the main channels of digestion actually, and you're coming back. And then you can just uncross that right leg. Recross the left leg, flex the left foot, press that left knee away, get the hips squared. Now breathing in, come on up. Grab either in front or behind that right knee. Pull the leg in. Beautiful, strong stretch. Pulling the leg in as much as you can. This is a really good way to do pigeon. And usually you can get a little further. Keep on squaring the hips. Good. Pulling that leg in. Excellent breath. Good, another 30 seconds. Letting the bend of the elbows pull the leg in for you. Wonderful. And then let that leg down. Great. Uncross the leg. Bring the soles of the feet together. And let the knees splay out to come into a passive cobbler. Let the knees fall. Take the arms overhead, reach through the fingertips. Take the hands behind the head. Now exhale and tuck the chin, lengthening in through the neck. Get the chin really tucked as you stay with your breathing. And then you can slowly lower it, keep the chin in. Come all the way down. Let the arms rest. Good, let's do that one more time. Breathing in, take the hands behind, interlace. Inhale, there we did it, inhale. Now exhale, tuck. Letting the feet press together to peel the tailbone down. Breathing steadily, slowly lower. Wonderful, and then relax the arms to the side. Gently, slowly, you might even use your hands on the outsides of the knees, bend the knees together. Okay, wonderful. Now, from here, let's come right into plow pose, but with the bum down on the floor. So we're going to lift the heels to the ceiling, pull the legs over towards the head side of the body, and pull the toes back, activating the heels, and getting a really strong pull down of your feet. The tailbone will come off the floor as you lift, or not, but we're just not going to come all the way up. I like to keep the knees hugging and the heels reaching out and pull the toes back towards you. Your gaze is towards the feet and you're pulling in strongly through the core, right in here to fold as the heels reach over. And you stay with your breathing. Let your shoulders drop back and stay with the breath. Okay, now gently let the heels come down, release to the floor. And now we extend the legs out and come right into fish pose. So I find I travel on my mat, so if you need to get your body back so you make sure your heels are on the mat, that means that your whole body can work as a unit together. Coming into fish pose, the thumbs are going to stack as you bend one knee and take the elbow so far down. And then press into the feet, lift onto the elbows as you come onto the back of the head and point the toes and breath. Steady breath. Excellent, 2 more breaths. Good, gently release, coming all the way down. Great, let the arms come out to the side. And then you can bend the knees in. Now pull the heels in tight, reach the hands down to hold on to the heels. Get the elbows in and close and under your body. So the backs of the arms press into the floor, they mush into the floor. Then you press into the feet and you peel the tailbone out. As you reach the tailbone up, the backs of the arms press into the floor. Your breathing is steady. The head presses back into the floor as you lift and stay with the breath. Lifting, press the tailbone out, breath. Pressing the head back slightly into the floor, tailbone high, and then you can slowly lower, coming all the way down. Now just release the elbows and arms to the outside. Let your arms rest to the side, and then we'll roll over to your either side and draw up to seated position in order to come right into headstand. So we'll take the arms, almost the nose. And then to get into your best foot, the hands come on the outsides of the hips. Now you've got your elbows directly under your shoulders. Take the fingers out, interlace the fingers. Some people will press the pinkies out. I like to just keep them wrapped, whatever feels right. Now you come onto the top of the head, and then you walk the toes, you tuck them under. Press your hips up, lift from your rib cage. Stay with your breathing as you rise to allow the weight to travel through the forearms, down into the floor as the legs extend. As you breathe, feel the weight travel through the forearms into the ground. Keep the knees gently pressing together as the feet rise. Breath. This is a very calming pose. Stay with your breath. And as you're ready, come all the way down, releasing into child's pose. Let your arms reach out and release the forehead to the floor. Come right into your breath. Breath. And you can slowly lift up. And we'll take the left elbow in front, the right arm under. And in your kneeling position, or if you need to take the legs in front, you can do that. We'll take an inhale, lift the eyes, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. And inhale, lift, exhale, lower, and release. Changing arms, lift the elbow high, taking an inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. Now you can gently release the arms, and we'll come right down into relaxation, into Shavasana. So you can come onto your back. We're going to do just a couple more maneuvers before we go into full-fledged Shavasana. The first is to take the knees wide with the legs bent, and then bend both knees over to the left. Stretch the arms overhead and reach for the fingertips. Take the left ankle, bring it top of the right knee to pull that knee down. And then extend the right arm out to the side. Gaze to your right. And keep that top right knee pressing away. Good. One more breath. Excellent. And then you can uncross that leg, rotate over to the right. Take that left arm up high. Take the right ankle above the left knee. Tip over to that left side. Gaze to your left, over the right side. Gaze to your left. Get that wonderful lengthen through this left hip. Super pulling this left thigh down as you open. breath. Good, and 2 more breaths. Any little wiggles you need to do to get into your fullest pose? Make sure you do. Okay, great. Now, just breath in, come on back up. And then pull the knees in together. And just do a gentle rock, side to side, while I defend myself from the mosquitoes. And then when you're complete with your rock, gently release the heels down to the floor. And you can come right into Shavasana. Come on right into lying relaxation. Just feel your whole body release into the floor. Just notice if there's any area of your body that you need to relax a little bit before you totally let go. Just feel for that. And then as you're ready, right Shavasana. Letting your whole body rest back. Feel the space in between the shoulder blades resting back. Continue to completely let go. Take another minute to completely release, letting go into the floor. And then on your next in-breath, take a deeper breath in. Completely exhale. And once again, a really deep breath. Expand right down into the back, into the ribs, and exhale completely. Now you can bend your knees and draw your knees right up into your body. Pull the knees in wide. And pull the tailbone gently off the floor, hugging with the elbows. Pulling wide, wide, wide to stretch into your low back. And then you can gently, slowly release. Settle for a moment there with your feet flat on the floor. And then let your hair roll from side to side. Releasing the head. Now you can gently push right up to seated position. We'll take a moment just to sit and to just feel the body in an upright position again. Just release, letting go. And notice the effects of all the poses you've done. And taking one more full breath. Lovely. And coming back. And we'll bring our hands together and bow in namaste. Namaste. Wonderful. We did it. Nicely done.